said, oh, they're racing, and Arctic Stream lurched up into the air as the starter released the field. He'd missed it probably a couple of lengths. He's going to be back bailed up on the fence in the early stages, where Ombudsman is the first to fly out of the gates and will roll them early from Prince Turbo, Prize Catch and Dark Musket. Spiritual Warriors up running fifth as they go into the first corner, leaving the straight. Then Arctic Stream after that awkward start. Back there in company with Friar Fox. Well, she can't get near the pace. And last of all, as they work over towards the Matheson Road side of the track, Royal Strata. About 1,600 left to go, and Ombudsman is flying along in front here. He led by about 4 lengths to Prince Turbo. Prize Catch is running third. Dark Musket down on the inside is fourth. Then a half a length to Spiritual Warrior, with Arctic Stream with his neck arched down on the inside, coasting along underneath of Pike. On his outside, Friar Fox. 2 lengths away last of all is Royal Strata. Ombudsman's gone further in front, going out to the 1,250. They're about to set sail down the riverside of the track, and they're doing it behind the flying Ombudsman, who led by about 6 or 7 lengths now on Prince Turbo, who's being locked down by Johnston Porter. Prize Catch 3/4 of a length away on his outer. A length and a half to Spiritual Warrior, who's over on the outside of Dark Musket. Then Friar Fox, followed by Arctic Stream, hemmed away down on the fence. And last of all is Royal Strata. Less than 900 to go. Ombudsman now only by 3. Prince Turbo getting a bit of a mid-race breather. Prize Catch third. Dark Musket on the inside fourth, ahead of Spiritual Warrior, about to make its move. Friar Fox trails it. Arctic Stream with Pike searching for the shortest way home, and still last of all Royal Strata. Ombudsman's come right back to them here at the 550 in the ATA Stakes. Only a length Prince Turbo, who comes off the rail now for the hyphenator and about to lay down the gauntlet from Prize Catch. Spiritual Warrior. Dark Musket behind them, searching for the way clear. Pike is starting to also work his way to the outside with Arctic Stream and Friar Fox. They're homeward bound. Prince Turbo, Spiritual Warrior. They've come together now to fight it out, with Arctic Stream starting to run on well. It's Spiritual Warrior on the outside. Prince Turbo lifting though. Prince Turbo, Spiritual Warrior. Arctic Stream coming at them late, but Spiritual Warrior reaches the lead, and he's back to his Calgary Gold Cup winning form. Spiritual Warrior beat home Arctic Stream. Prince Turbo. Friar Fox has finished fourth. In behind them then, when they'd pulled up, Dark Musket back in company with Royal Strata. Then the tiring Ombudsman and Prize Catch had dropped out to run last. Well, it's Spiritual Warrior that is back to his best winning form this afternoon. He's settled off the pace today. Effectively, he's been a very solid front-running stayer, but Warwick just allowed him to cool his jets, settle back midfield, time a run, and it was too good for Prince Turbo getting the better of it and then holding Arctic Stream, who jumped awkwardly when the gates opened. He seemed to lift himself up into the air, and he came down a couple of lengths just off the pace and finished up settling back there. He's made up good ground late, running on strongly. But Spiritual Warrior, who last won on Calgary Gold Cup Day, is back to that form this afternoon. The Blackfriars gelding, trained by Justin Warwick, handled by Lucy Warwick. Scoring from 3, Arctic Stream by High Chaparral from Royal Devotion, Ross Price, William Pike, and Prince Turbo by Vital Equine from Queen of the Rings, Jason Miller and Clint Johnston Porter. Margins are a half a length by a short head. And the time is 2:18.92, 2:18.92 and 36.04 in what was a really solidly run ATA Stakes there, with Chloe Azzopardi getting Ombudsman out there and just flowing along in front, making sure that it was going to be a really steady and genuinely run 2,200 metres, something that we haven't really seen a lot of through the spring and the summer carnival to date. And Spiritual Warrior, well, he's a dour type, and he really found under the vigour of Lucy Warwick to win from Arctic Stream, Prince Turbo. Friar Fox back there in 4th place. Last today, the Crown Perth Handicap over the 1,800 metres, clear of any alterations. As we head down to the enclosure, about to catch up with Britt Taylor, and she's in the yard at the moment with winning trainer Justin Warwick, who sees his good stayer back in Cup winning form again this afternoon.
Yeah, certainly looked that way, Darren. Justin Warwick joins me now, and Justin, you haven't missed him in terms of racing, and today he rewards you.
Yeah, he's probably surprised me a bit just with carrying the weight. Again, there's some pretty nice horses in there that were down in the weights, but it's been a bit of a mission just to get the fitness in because he raced in Kalgoorlie back in September or October, and then to have a break and then come back here, you just really start to cut things fine a bit, you know. So we're just, yeah, spot on today.
You always seem to be conscious of needing to give him a break after that Kalgoorlie Cup and then trying to get all these runs in. How do you have him going in 7 days' time? Do you dare to dream of another Perth Cup?
Oh, yeah, well, I've been lucky enough to win it twice, but they were probably with horses that had a lot better zip than this guy. But you can only be in form, and he's a big, strong lad. He's going to drop down to 53 next week, so he's all I've got. So this is what we'll be trying with.
And how many runs will that be by the time it comes around to next week? Will that be the 4th run in 20 or so days?
I think it's fine. So it's a normal program that we had worked out. Probably looks a bit worse because one of the meetings got postponed. So, and that really didn't help matters because they ended up going 18 days in between runs, and it was a really hot spell at that time. So I was probably a bit light on him, you know, knowing that we're trying to be in good order on the 4th of January. And so going a big break and then, you know, so having that hot spell and back on their, you know, like dropping off on their work so that you don't flatten them. So it sort of left us a little bit open, but we've caught up now, so we're right.
You had another runner in the race in Royal Strata. Were you able to keep an eye on her as well? Yeah,
I was really hoping she could run a place. She's nearly about ready to retire, which, yeah, dearly trying to get some black type. So next Saturday will be her last hurrah in the Latrice over 1800. Just the barrier draw probably cost her today. She probably could have snuck a 3rd or 4th if we were a bit closer, but barrier draws are vital for that little mare.
Hopefully it's a fairy tale swan song for her, and hopefully it's another Perth Cup success for you next week. Congratulations.
Yeah, we'll be here trying anyway. It'll be good. Thank you.
Justin Warwick with Spiritual Warrior. Scott, it was a nice performance there, and as Justin mentioned, there was just such a short period of time in which to get the horse out, get a little freshen up in, and then get the miles in the legs up for these staying journeys.
Absolutely, Britt, and certainly he is your old school dower stayer. He doesn't have a great turn of foot, but he's got a real big heart, and he just keeps coming, and Lucy Warwick has ridden him a number of different ways on a number of different occasions, and today he was victorious. Lucy, take us back to that Kalgoorlie Cup where it was just all mind on getting him to the front and getting off the fence, as opposed to today when he looked quite settled in the run.
Yeah, well, I didn't really have much say in the Kalgoorlie Cup, and he seems to have really settled. I think, you know, the back-to-back racing has calmed him down, and he was beautiful in the prelim, really relaxed, really controllable. And even today, you know, I thought I'd sit outside Ombudsman or even on the fence, and he just jumped that bit slow, and there was opportunity to come across, and he never once tried to question me about getting off and going forward. So he settled beautifully and had a beautiful run, and next minute he was at the winning post.
He doesn't have a great turn of foot, but he is a big brave stayer.
He definitely is. He has a mild one, you can feel it, but it's not much difference between his cruising speed and his sprint speed.
7 days until the Perth Cup, Lucy. Hopefully it can be a second one for you. Good luck and congratulations.
Fingers crossed. Thank you, guys.
Lucy Warwick speaking after the victory of Spiritual Warrior, daring to dream in 7 days' time that her and her father can combine for another Perth Cup with Spiritual Warrior. That was the ATA Stakes, Sky Thoroughbred Central. It's back to the